Welcome to Donna's place. Alright, can everybody hear me clearly? Let me know if everybody can hear me clearly. I'm so sorry. I guess my last test live stream didn't go as well as I thought. So tell me something. Let me know, do you hear me clearly? Put a purple heart, something. Say, do you hear me? Yes, we can hear you. Awesome. Alright, just give me a few seconds here to make sure we set up, because I want to get into this topic, okay? We're going to have to discuss this, alright? So to everybody that was out there waiting, I apologize. I was supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but things didn't work out right. So we're going to get into this right now. Just give me a second to gather my notes together, because we're going to have to talk about the side chick, alright? You know, this is crazy. These side chicks think they're going to be the main chick, alright? They're taking over. Enough is enough, alright? Alright, so how's everybody doing? I'm sorry about the music. It's really not the music that I wanted to play. But hey, we got a little something to keep the vibes going. Purple hearts, thank you. EMS, blessings to you. The hood table, good to see you here. Lisa, my dear. I love it. Everybody hit the like button. And just give me a sec, because I'm going to change this music. Okay, so give me a second here. I'm going to change this music because I'm not quite feeling this one. Okay. Alright, just give me a second. Let me change this music here. And tell me where everybody's from, what state you from. You don't have to tell exactly what part of the state you at, but just tell me a state. New York, California, you know, all that good stuff like that. Let me know. Give me some feedback.
Exotic fragrance
Logical one.
Like
Don't shoot the DJ. I'm so sorry. Here we got a little commercial here. All right. Logical one. Good to have you here. Good evening to you too. Ohio, we got in the house. Come on, everybody, throw out the states that you at. Share. You don't have to be in detail. Just throw out the states where you at. Alright, and today's topic is about B.Smith Lifestyle Guru passed with Alzheimer's disease and her husband's live-in side chick. How many of y'all know about B.Smith? Let me know. Ooh, Dome! Yes! Hugs and kisses to you. I miss you like crazy. How's everything with you? And I'm at work. So where? Oh, okay, you at work. And you pop it in. Thank you. Alright, how many of y'all know about B.Smith? Logical one said discuss me. Oh, we on the same page. See? Don't know. He just comes in here with the purple hearts. He just like bang. Alright. I have never heard of her. Lisa, my dear, said never heard of her. EMS, what about you? I'm here, madam. How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Nick Paul, hey, what's up? Welcome to Donna's place. The rules are hit the like button, throw out the purple hearts, and we're going to get into the topic. And the topic is B.Smith's Lifestyle Guru passing of Alzheimer's disease and her husband live-in side chick. Yes, we're going to get into the side chicks. I'm a little tired of these side chicks. They want to replace the main chicks. Hey, it is what it is. Much love to everyone. That's right, Dome. Peace, love, and bless to you, and happy belated Valentine's to you, Dome. Alright, I'm going to change this music because I'm not feeling this one. Hey, I guess something's better than nothing. That's how I go, right? Something's better than nothing. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. Alright. I'm getting ready to get into this topic here. Let me start. Put some music on here. Everything's just going fully because this is just, I don't think this is the appropriate music for this one. We're not jamming in a party right now. I mean, take it down a notch. That's not the appropriate music for it. Okay. Now, B.Smith, since it's, Black History Month, And I want to discuss somebody about for Black History Month. I chose her because I heard on the 22nd that she had passed away. And I knew a little bit about her, but I didn't know much about her. Then I started doing a little research, and I was on YouTube, I was reading articles on Google, and I was like, whoa, this chick is phenomenal. All I have to say is, she's a boss chick. She did everything by herself. Wow, now that's phenomenal. Okay, I'm glad everybody can hear the music. You can hear me clearly. Let me know. Alright, we're going to get into this one. Today we're going to be discussing about B.Smith. She's a lifestyle guru who just recently passed February 22nd, 2020 with onset Alzheimer's disease at the age of 70. She lived in East Hampton, Long Island, New York. This classy lady, B.Smith, was phenomenal. She is what you call as a boss chick. I consider her as a boss chick. She owned 3 restaurants, but I'm hearing it's a little bit more than 3 restaurants. In New York Theater District, Washington, D.C., and Sag Harbor, Long Island, New York. All her restaurants was named B.Smith. Now, this woman has some nice restaurants. Check out the restaurants here. And when I was hearing about the restaurants, it was like a trendy spot that people like to go to and relax and have a good time, and the food was good, and she would cook up a storm and people just enjoy it. All right. And she also had a TV show, and it came out in 1997. It was called B.Smith with Style, and her TV show was a very good TV show. It was like, teach you about cooking, decoration, home decoration and stuff. And people look at her back then. They would say, excuse me, I'm going to go back to read the comments. I just want to break this all down because I kind of started off kind of a little choppy here. So that's why I want to read the rest of this. She started off as, she really started off as a model. So when she started as a model, in her younger days, she was on a TV show that was called B.Smith with Style. And that came out in 1997. I'm not too sure how long the show lasted, but it lasted for a while. It was a 30-minute home decoration and cooking segment. So she do cooking, she do decorations, and a lot of people used to look at her as, the Black Martha Stewart. I'm not going to put her as the Black Martha Stewart. Just put her as B.Smith. No, I'm not trying to put down Martha Stewart or whatever, because if you really get into it, she came out before Martha Stewart did. That's what I'm reading about. I could be wrong. Okay. And she also has a line, I think it still is, at Bath & Beyond. I think it might be cooking, linen and stuff like that. So she have a whole line at Bath & Beyond. We all know Bath & Beyond is big. And then she also came out with some books. And she wrote a couple of books. I'm trying to pull them up here so you can see the books. She had cookbooks, and then she also did a bestseller. It was a bestseller, New York Times bestseller, and she did with her husband, discussing about Alzheimer's, because she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, I believe, in 2013. And it was really hard, and she's married, and her husband is named Dan Gaspy, and he has a daughter, and the daughter is named Dana Gaspy. So she took on his daughter. She's a great stepmother, and she never had no kids. And I was trying to look up that she has siblings. I think she had 3 brothers. I'm not quite sure what the names of the brothers are, but let's speed up the story. So when she found out that she had Alzheimer's, her and her husband was out there with the Senate and everything. They was trying to do ways to try to bring more awareness about Alzheimer's. Now what Alzheimer's is, basically it deals with your memory, your brain. That's what it's basically, I know is. It deals with the nerves in your brain. So sometimes you don't remember things, you forget a lot of things, and it's not a good thing. Basically, it's not good, and there's no cure for it. And hopefully, one day they will find a cure for it. So okay. Oh, is everybody with me? You getting this? Let me know. Are you hearing the feedback? You getting this? Are you with me? You have any questions here? I still got more to go. So they was together. For a while. I believe they got married in 1992 to 2020. Like I said, she died on February 22nd, not too long ago, 2020. And her net worth was $20 million. Before she died, they said in 2019 her net worth was $20 million. And what was happening was about like 2 years ago, last year it was really popular on YouTube and with the media. They were saying as how did Dan, her husband of 20 something years, decide to move in his, I call it a side chick. And he said, well, his thing was, she's not well, her health is deteriorating and stuff, and he has to think about himself. Basically, that's what he was doing. He was going out here on tours and talking about how he has this other woman and she's his partner and, very supportive. You don't know what he's going through, dealing with having a wife that has Alzheimer's, and it's really hard to deal with. And it's like, hold up. So the point I'm trying to get into, okay, he got this side chick, mistress, jump off, whatever you want to call it. And you move her in the house that B.Smith built herself. This woman is phenomenal. She did all this by herself, and I don't think in her later days that she built this empire that she did by herself. She had TV shows, she had restaurants, she has books. She's a model. She was the first or second black lady on the cover of Mademoiselle. I don't think that this is how she wanted to turn out, that her home and her life is going to go to another woman. And this other woman is living at the house. No, he didn't have the side chick on the side, outside. She was living in the house. So what do y'all think about that? And they married. She's living in a house, and her name was Alex Lerner. I believe it's Alex Lerner. And she's 53 years old, so she's way younger than him. So moves in. Hey, Suspect Puma, welcome. Moves in the side chick into the house. How do you feel about that? And she lived in the Hamptons, a very expensive area that's in the Hamptons, that's up in Long Island. A lot of celebrities and stuff like live over there. I think Puff Daddy still live over there, and I think Hulk Hogan live over there. Well, a lot of celebrities, they live over there in areas. Very expensive, very nice, especially a nice place to go to get away for the summertime. So everybody give me your feedback. I want to know, how do you feel about this man married to this woman, B.Smith, and she has Alzheimer's, so her memory is going, and he basically moves in his side chick, a woman that he met about 2 years ago, and claimed to start off as a friend or whatever. Then they got together, and she's living there at the house. So tell me, give me some feedback, everybody. Tell me, what do you think of this? How do y'all feel about, in a marriage, having someone move in? All right. Domes. Oh, okay. Let me go back to reading. Logical ones, and then married that bum. No, I am just kidding. Well, a lot of people call him, Dan is a dusty. That's what they say, logical one. All right. Dome said, rest easy, B.Smith. Her husband is a piece of... Yes, exactly. Suspect Puma said, hey, Donna. Logical one said, well, now he can be completely happy with his side, his piece of S prize. I'm going to leave it alone. Suspect Puma said, that's whack if you ask me. That's completely wrong. Exactly, Suspect Puma. And Dome... let me think. All right, Dome said, I'm going to watch replay. I'm dropping people off right now. B.Smith husband is a garbage, point blank. Woo! Okay. All right, Dome. Hugs and kisses to you. Yeah, it's a piece of crap. And he's out here flaunting this other woman. And he basically was going on, I believe, on Dr. Oz show. And, oh gosh, it was a couple other shows. Dr. Oz and I think TV or something like that. Oh, TV Morning. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember the name of it. But he was on there and he was promoting that, basically, he's alone. You don't know what you're going through dealing with someone with Alzheimer's. But first of all, there's a lot of people that deal with a family member or a spouse, that has Alzheimer's, and it's really hard. Yes, it is extremely hard. But let's think about it. His net worth, her husband, Dan, was $1.5 million. That's what I got from, 2019. Her net worth was $20 million in 2019. Okay, you can pay for someone to help at home, at the house. So you figure, you do all the caretaking of her and your side chick? Not good. And they also said, oh gosh, I forgot his name. This other gentleman that's a friend of her, I think he has a TV show or whatever, and he was saying that there was a situation that he basically, I think she reached for something or whatever it was, and he tapped her hand like you do to a child, tapped her hand like, don't touch that. Are you hitting her? We don't do that. So, and then his side chick, I think he said something about his wife, was a compliment he said about his wife, how much he loved her. I don't know what it was. But the side chick was there and she hit him like, what are you saying? So when I heard about this, it's a little bit weird. So it makes me wonder, what could have been happening behind closed doors? This is all my opinions of what I'm thinking and what I gather, so nobody shoot me and go crazy or whatever, stuff like this is all my opinion. Doesn't make sense. She's not a child. Hey, Annette! Hey, beautiful. Ooh, you changed your profile picture. You go, girl. You go up. You go up. You go up. Annette, have you heard about B.Smith? Tell me, have you heard about B.Smith? Let me know. Oh, I guess Annette, you heard about it too. Yeah, he's gonna get what he deserves. That's wrong. This woman built an empire, beautiful home in a beautiful area, have so much. I don't think this is what she wanted. But he claimed that they had a walk. It was something like they was walking and they had discussion. And she was like, she doesn't want him to be alone or whatever, I don't think, and let's say if that might have been the case, I don't think any woman wants a side chick, mistress, jump off, other woman, home wrecker, whore, whatever you want to call them, to live in the home that she basically built. Her net worth, $20 million. His net worth, 1.5. I'm just saying. Right? And he had a daughter. Not her daughter. His daughter that she took care of. And that just doesn't make sense. It's a whole lot of things to it. And with marriage is a commitment between a man and a woman that they make together under the eyes of the law. They not two no more, they consider to be one. Through sickness and health, richer and poor, death do your part. So what is this? When we get married, when somebody's, not doing too well, we could just go out here and just cheat and just jump around? No, that's not what marriage is about. Well, tell me, what do y'all think? Well, how do y'all look at marriage? Anybody over here who's married right now? Let me know. Was married? How do you see marriage vows? Put in the comments. Let me know. Love you, Annette. And the books that she wrote in 1995 was B.Smith Entertaining and Cooking with Friends. For Friends. In 1999, B.Smith's Ritual and Celebrations. And 2016 was a book that I think she did with her husband, Before I Forget, Love, Hope, and Acceptance in Our Fight Against Alzheimer's. And she also went to the Senate because she was trying to do more awareness, that's dealing with this Alzheimer. And the little bit of research I found out, I didn't know black people was more prone to catch Alzheimer's than anybody else. I didn't know that. And they said more black women. So I learned something new. I didn't know all of that one. So share with me, how do y'all feel about marriage? Do you think it's right? The men, they married. They've been married for years. She fell sick. She has Alzheimer's. Her memory is not good. He says it was really hard. It was slipping him into basic like depression and making him sad. So he met this side chick, other woman, his partner, his love, whatever you want to call it, named Alex Lerner, and figured it was okay. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all think. Who's out there? Let me know what y'all think. I'm not married, but we're not moving in no side chick. Exactly in that. No, that's not happening. So how would he feel if the tables would have turned on him and she decided to move in her man, her new boo, with the big body, strong? He's capable of doing all kind of things that he's not capable of doing because he fell sick. How would he feel about that? Oh, he'd be quite upset. And they banging in the next room. Hey, let's be real. They have sex in the room. So when she gets up in the middle of the night, so what do you tell her? What did Dan do, the husband? He told B.Smith, get back in your room. We busy right now. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Go back to your room. I don't know. I'm just bringing up scenarios. I could be wrong. He wouldn't have left that happen. He would be pissed. Exactly. The man do that, all heck would break loose. Be absolutely wrong. But this woman, she was phenomenal. She really did a lot. And another thing too is I was looking at like the pictures. Let me show you some more pictures here. This is him and the side chick, and they was doing like interviews and stuff, talking about, I guess, professing their love, and people need to understand their situation and it's, what he's going through, and he says B.Smith would basically understand and she's okay with it. I don't think so. And that's what I said with the family. I don't know like how much family, anybody was supportive, anybody could speak up for her, but she didn't have any children, so she might didn't have anybody in her circle to speak up, and he might just kept her closed up in the house. He's being the home caregiver, and then she's being the home caregiver, so there's nobody else in the house and nobody else to watch. And a lot of people was furious about this. They didn't like it. They was quite upset about it. They didn't think it was right. So, anybody else have any feedback on here? Any questions about it? Because it wanted to be a short live stream. I just wanted to bring this up because I think it's just, absolutely wrong. It's sad that she passed, and she worked hard. She did a lot by herself. I mean, she did a lot. She has beautiful restaurants. She had 3. I think there was more than 3 restaurants, but located. But I don't think the restaurants are here anymore. She was a model. She did guest appearance on different shows. She's very stunning. She, wears her makeup. She dresses well. She was a very classy lady, and she was all about if you're going to do something, do it in style. So I don't understand. If she was that type of person, why would her husband have her looking like this? Because in her, before she went, look at this picture right here. This is not B.Smith. This is not her style. You have all that money. Why her makeup's not done? Why her hair's not done? She's getting ready to get on camera. I know if she was all about whatever you do, have style, I think she wants to look good all the time. That's a lady. She got class. She's not trying to step out the house looking bad. And this is supposed to be the daughter, and the daughter says, this is her stepdaughter, this is his daughter, and the daughter says, well, I don't have a problem with him with another woman. I don't know why people are so upset. They make it seem it's a color thing. It's okay with my dad to have somebody. Of course she's going to say that because that's daddy's little girl. That's what they say. Now the tables turn. That was her mother. I think she'd have been saying, Daddy, you have lost your mind. First of all, she wouldn't be living in the house of side chick. We already know that. We never went that far. Alright, Lisa says something. He wouldn't have let that happen. He would be pissed. Okay. What state did she live in? This is New York. Lisa lived in New York. And she was, I think she was born in, Pennsylvania. I'm not too sure, whatever, but she lived in New York and did a lot of modeling, had the restaurant, did guest appearance, and she had her own, TV show. And then she also lived up in the Hamptons in Long Island. Okay. Right. Okay, so Nat, you feeling me? That's just not right. So everybody had in comments, anything to say is, what do you think of marriage? I mean, alright. He might be feeling lonely. It might be a lot on him. Yes, it is a lot. But he got money, so he can have resources and a lot of help. So it won't be so much. Compared to a low-income family, middle-class family who's struggling paying bills, and they have to take care of a sick one who have Alzheimer's, it's completely different. But let's go back. If you're going to have it, why don't you have her living out the house? Why would you have living in a house that she built? I'm just saying. As soon as Dad do something wrong, she's going to... As soon as Dan do something wrong, she's going to hate it. Exactly. It's not right. So I wanted to bring this up because I was like, it came to me and I seen that she passed away. I didn't know much about her. I remember a little bit about her TV show, seeing it when I was a little girl, but I didn't know much in her life and how much things that she has accomplished herself. She's a successful woman. And then this man that she's married, been married for how many years, and then it's like he doesn't take his vows seriously. This is okay. And then he's on different show interviews talking about his relationship with this woman, and everybody gets along in the house and she's living in the house. Nah, that's a little off to me. But God bless her, rest her soul and everything. And I don't live there. I don't know the whole story. I just know a little bit what I've been reading and stuff. But it's just sad to know that everything she worked for and she did, and he's out here spending it with this side chick. Think about it. Mistress, home wrecker. I don't even say mistress, home wrecker. Whatever word you want to call her, that's wrong. Anybody agree, disagree with me? Let me know, give me some feedback, talk to me. And Annette, how you doing? How you doing, girl? Anybody have any questions? Have anything to say? What do you think? Your opinion? If he felt like, question is, he felt like it was too much for him, what do you think he should do? What do you think that Dan should did if it was too much for him? How you think he should have went about it? Anybody's feedback? How you think he should have went about it if it was too much for him? That was slipping him into depression and he was feeling so sad. Any feedback? Let me know. He's been moved on. B.Smith just didn't know it. And that, you're right. He did. They was together for, I think, about 2 years and that before she passed away. And then they walking around here on interviews and stuff and taking pictures. I think you're right. That's just basically a sign that he been done with her. Lisa, my dear, says, so that lady is in the picture next to her was her caregiver. Oh, no. Well, he met her. I think he met her at a restaurant or at a party or something like that. The side chick, Alex, and he moved her in. So they was the side chick and him was decided to take care of her. That's what basically happened. No, she wasn't no home taker or whatever. He met her somewhere. They had a little, romance. It's like, I care about you. I care about you. Why don't you move into my house and help me take care of my wife? Sure, she got a lot of money. I'm just adding that to myself. All right. And that says, I'm good, sis. I'm glad that you're doing good, girl. That you're doing good. So if anybody have any more questions or not, let me know. What do you think about it so far? I get everybody think it's messed up. It's wrong. Harold! Hey Donna. I'm doing fine. You missed it. You got to catch the replay. I'm talking about B.Smith. Harold, let me ask you. Do you know anything about B.Smith? Have you ever heard of B.Smith? It's not the music I wanted to play. Harold, you ever heard about B.Smith? Lisa, my dear, saying so. That woman was his mistress, helping to take care of B.Smith. Exactly. I think he met her at a restaurant or at a pool party or something like that. And I guess they started dating, got together. Hey, they started having feelings. Why don't you just move in? I have enough rooms. I think our house has like 6 bedrooms or something like that. And move in. And she's like, okay. Really? Let me see if I can pull out some more pictures. I know I should have some more pictures. And they just going out and people will see them out together. Like everything is just so good. I mean, we don't know behind closed doors what was happening, but I know a lot of people was furious about this. They did not like what was happening. It was like, this is just not right. And then some people was like, okay, if you want to do your thing, keep out the house. Why would you have it in the house? Another thing is too, look at this picture right here. And if I the past pictures I showed, she was a beautiful woman. She was classy. Her makeup was perfect. Her hair was perfect. Her outfits were perfect. Look at her, the way she's dressed. Why she's looking like that? Why she look like she just came out the basement, clean out the basement, or clean out the garage? This woman was classy, and her motto was, whatever you're gonna do it with style. This is not style to her. You let her go out like this. You had the money and the resource. It's ridiculous. Did I miss something in that? I'm supposed to scroll up. Did I miss something? Oh my gosh, get out of here. That's low, real low. Yeah, Lisa, it's low. I mean, look at her. Look at what she was before. Let me show you the picture. This woman is stunning. Look at her smile. Look at her teeth, her skin, everything. Beautiful child complexion. And then, you turn to that. And that's what people was complaining about. This was about her. She was about looking good when she stepped out the house. That's what she was teaching people. She was a model. Models want to be divas 24 hours all day, every day. That's just them. And I respect that. Yep, you agree. All right. They probably treat her like crap behind closed doors. That's what I'm saying in that. We don't know. Everything I'm saying is my opinion of what I'm looking at. But, I mean, when I heard that statement with the slapping of the hand, when she was reaching for something or whatever, and the side chick like hit him because he complimented his wife, B.Smith. Yeah, if that's happening out in the open, Annette, imagine what's happening when the doors is closed. How do you feel comfortable banging some other woman in the next room when your wife is in the other room? And of course the daughter's going to be cool, the stepdaughter, because she's daddy's little girl. She wants to make sure daddy's happy. Because if that was their kid, and she had some kids, especially sons, and dad would try to be messing around or try to bring a woman in the house, all heck would have broke loose. Think about it. His missus should be ashamed, but she's just grinning away. Yeah, she's not ashamed. She think it's right. They was on interviews. everybody's on interviews talking about it, like everything was just fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. This is so sad. So if anybody have any questions, I just wanted to, bring this up. And I was just talking about with the side chick. Side chicks replacing the main chicks. And I think it's absolutely wrong. Okay, yes, it's hard to deal with somebody who has Alzheimer's. It's a hard thing to deal with, because I know some people that have family members that's dealing with it, and it's a struggle for them. And one of the biggest struggle is for them is the finances, because everybody has to work around the clock to take care of the person, and they don't have the money and resource to get somebody to be 24 hours to take care of them. And that's not his situation. He's talking about, him and his daughter and the side chick, they all taken care of. I don't think that this is what she would have wanted. And the husband's supposed to take care of. That's your job. When you got married, what is that? Death do your part, through sickness and the health. And he said a statement. Oh, let me find it before I cut off. Please let me find that statement. I was like, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. This is a quote he said. I forgot where I read it at. He said, I love my wife, but I can't let her take away my life. What do you think about that? Your husband says to you, or your wife says about you, I love my wife, but I can't let her take away my life. Isn't your husband or wife supposed to be your life? I mean, well, God first, come first. But after that, aren't they supposed to be a part of your life? Oh, thanks for my Purple Heart. Harold said something. I'm so sorry there. I didn't catch it. Yeah. Okay, Harold said, I'm lost. What happened? Okay, I'm going to give you a brief summary, Harold. Okay. Alright, this man here, this is his side chick. He's married to B.Smith. B.Smith is an author. She owned restaurants. She was a model. She was like the first or second black model in Mademoiselle magazine. And people known her as to be like the black Martha Stewart. I wouldn't say that, because she was out before Martha Stewart. She has a line that's in Bed Bath & Beyond. She had a TV show that's dealing with cooking and fashion. So she was all about, her thing was, when you do something, do it with style. That was the thing. And she married then, I believe, in, oh gosh, I forgot what I said. Oh gosh, I forgot what year she was. I just said it before. I have to go back my notes. But she's been married to for like over 20 years. They've been married for a long time. And she found that she had Alzheimer's in 2013. And she was out there, with the senator trying to get more awareness and everything. And she has some books, and she wrote a book with her husband too about it. But what happened was, he met some woman or whatever. They started being together, and he moved in. The mistress, jump off, side chick, or whatever you want to call it, into the house. And the house that B.Smith built, and her empire she built. Net worth was worth $20 million. His net worth was worth 1.5. And my opinion, I don't think she'd have been happy about him, moving in the side chick. So that's basically something. But you can definitely go back to watch a replay. You can catch more of it, because I explain more about it. And then her husband was out here, going on different tours, interviews on Dr. Oz, and I forgot what other shows and stuff, Tamara's show, whatever. And he was talking, I think he was on The View too, I think. And he was talking about, the love that he has with this woman, and people have to understand how hard it is to deal with a wife that has Alzheimer's, and he was doing everything by himself. But remember, he got 1.5 million net worth in 2019, and she has 20 million net worth. You could have got some help. Moving in the side chick to help you out. And you and your daughters, yeah, really. Alright, you wrote something, Lisa, my dear. Her life was taken. She has no memory. They lose it gradually. How does he think she felt? Wow, Lisa. I'm going to have to read that again. Lisa, my dear, said her life was taken. She has no memory. They lose it gradually. How does he think she felt? That's what I'm saying. Whoa, you give me a little emotion. I feel like tears coming out. You're right. How you think she felt? There was I think it was on some show. You could probably Google it, look it up on YouTube. And she was doing a recipe or something, and she was forgetting something, and she couldn't remember. That's what she realized her first time was what's going on with her memory. Whoo, gosh, getting the chills. I know she was mad. Yeah, it's not right. Harold said, why would he say something like that about his wife? That is horrible. Harold, that is horrible. And like I said, if you want to, let's say you want to be with somebody else, why don't you just, have the side chick and be somewhere else? Why would you bring in her house that she built? I don't think she built that house and worked hard for her future later on for someone else to reap what she has, what she did. No, that's not right. This woman was stunning. She was beautiful, elegant, grace, classy. When I look at her, I see classy. Lisa Mother said, Alzheimer takes your mind and leaves your body here. Ooh. At least that was deep. Annette says, man, this is truly heartbreaking. She worked too hard, and now someone else is enjoying the fruits of her labor even before she died. Repeat. Annette B says, man, this was truly heartbreaking. She worked too hard, and now someone else is enjoying the fruits of her labors even before she died. Exactly, Annette. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna, well, Lisa, Annette, you hit hard there. You hit hard. And it's just sad. It's not right. It's not right. He didn't care. Like I said, this is all my opinion, my thoughts, or what I think. I'm not living in that house, but what I'm seeing, I don't think so. And I think a lot of people out here feel the same way, because it was like a big thing on social media in 2019, beginning of 2019. It was like about a year ago, yeah. And then she passed away, and people was furious about that. She worked hard. She's beautiful. She's elegant. She's classy. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her smile. Look at her makeup. Look at her dressing. Look at her body. And then you change it to this? Are you serious? I mean, looking like they living in some sort of homeless shelter or something like that. It's not supposed to be her. Not at all. But, you know what? Some people, when they get married, they don't take their vows 100%. And God made it that way for a reason. When you get married, you're not two. You consider to be as one. Your life partners. Through sickness and health, richer and poor, death do you part. And that's what you're supposed to follow. So if you feel that that's too much for you, don't get married. Just don't. Because sometimes people get married to you because they got a hidden agenda. You never know. You never know. Alright, everyone. Anybody have anything to say? I'm going to close out. I'm going to play a couple of songs for some relaxing music. And also, update what I'm going to do on my channel is I'm going to start doing some crime of passion. And crime and passion videos, when love goes wrong, life stories, things that happen in relationships, when love goes wrong, crime and passion. So that will be coming up. I was planning to do it last year and it didn't happen. So I'm going to try to do it this year. At least try to do once a week, once every 2 weeks when dealing with the crime and passion when love goes wrong. With men and women. Because y'all men, y'all can meet up with some women. It could be some nutcases. Be careful. Oh boy. Men got just as bad as us women do too. Alright. So I'm going to close with some music. Anybody have any questions? Anything you want to ask me? Feel free. I think I read everything off the notes, everything I wanted to say. She was born in 1949. She died February 22nd, 2020. Oh yeah, she got married in 1992. And she does have, I think she got 3 brothers. I think one might deceased. One brother named Ronald and Denise Smith. Dennis Smith. But I was wondering about the siblings. I mean, like family members. Nobody was like, yo, dude, this is my sister. Yo, this is my cousin. That's the missing link. I was doing research, but I can't find anybody. Like, any family, friends, anybody to stand up for her? But some cases, some people don't. And in some cases, when people get married, they just so much into their marriage, they just cut off their family, friends, and anybody. And then sometimes you shouldn't do that because you might need them one day. I don't know the whole situation, but it's like, it seems like this big house with her, him, and his daughter. Where's everybody? I don't know. Something to think about. Ooh, thanks for my purple hearts, girl. Love you too, sis. Yeah, he's gonna get his and that. Oh yeah, it's gonna come back. God does not like ugly. He doesn't like it at all. Alright, so anybody have any questions? I'm gonna close out, play like about 3 songs, some relaxing vibes. You can hang out if you like, or if not, understand, and please hit the like button, throw out some purple hearts, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you, Lisa, my dear. Thank you for rocking it and hanging in there, because everything was just going fooey. Oh, everything. I just got to figure out this computer. I thought when I did the test live stream went well, but I guess there's other things I got to test out too. Yep, other things I got to test out too. Okay, I'm going to play some music, some quiet, relaxing, positive vibes, and Sun Media. Welcome! You missed my topic, but you can watch replay. And I'm gonna play some, you know how I end off with my little music and everything. Relaxing vibes, play some music. And how's everything, Sun Media? And hey! Whoa! Cassette intro, and how are you? I'm glad that you're doing fine, Sun Media. I'm glad you're doing fine. I'm doing fine too. I'm gonna play the music now. You got to catch the replay. And basically, I'm talking about B.Smith. Quick question, Sun Media. Have you heard of B.Smith? Let me know. Have you ever heard of B.Smith? Everybody enjoy the music. I'll be playing a couple of songs for about like 15 15 minutes. Enjoy, relax. And if anybody missed anything, go back and watch the replay. And please do to B.Smith. Uh-oh. I didn't do my closing prayer. Let's get into the closing prayer. I got 7 people up in here. Let's do the closing prayer. Dear God, bless everybody that's in the chat and bless everybody who's watching replay. And also, God, we love you for all our heart. And help everybody who's going through Lent, that's going through prayers and, meditating and, giving up things the same way as Jesus has gave up his life for us. And, God, B.Smith was a phenomenal, great woman. And, made the things that might have been done wrong to her come out to the light. Come out to the light. And also anybody who's homeless, who's struggling, who's going through something, God, please help them through their times of trouble and everything. Please, God. And we love you with all our heart. Amen. Blessings to everybody in the chat. Back to the music.